Hallo, ek wil eers sien wie's hier. Hallo Gertruida, ek hoop jy gaan nog vir 'n rukkie by ons kan wees. En dan sien ek Juzaan, hallo Juzaan, Penny, Anne-Marie, Magda, hallo Lindy. Okay, daar is net 'n paartjies, ons hoop daar gaan nog 'n paar join. Okay, so ek gaan sommer dadelik begin. And I will speak English for the catering of everybody. I just came, as most of you know, out of a week of honest training. And I must tell you, they do stretch our minds when we watch really the top people of the company. And I came out of the event very inspired. And I must say, you know, mostly we travel to America or somewhere very far to attend these events. And this one was virtual. And I think the virtual side of it has got an amazing benefit that they give you the trainings afterwards on demand. So you can watch it in the moment, but then they record the trainings in depth. So the event has these top achievers, like a 15-minute session where they just share their story and what changes happened to them in their business. But then they do like an hour slot where they really go into the detail of what they're doing in their business. And so there was just one organization. There were so many things. I mean, it was hours and hours of information. But one of the people that really stood out for me was this couple. I really wanted to share just a little bit of the background to you guys. But I think the biggest thing that I got again was, you know, just that Mark Hughes had set us up with this 10-10-10 plan. I mean, right from the start, with talk to 10 people a day about the business, talk to 10 people a day about the company, and really try to do build 10 new people into your business so that you can grow an organization, because we are in network marketing, so that you can build up to a 10K plan where you really can start earning an income that will be able to pay your bills. So for me, these two stories was just mind-blowing. I remember the morning I'd watched both of these two trainings like in a row, and I spoke to the leaders that morning afterwards, and I was like on cloud 20, driving them a bit crazy with just the vision and what I'd seen, etc. But I think Trey and Mamie, Trey's mom and dad, I have met. They were in Cape Town at an event, and I remember them so clearly that they were just one of Mark Hughes' early leaders. And I remember him telling the story that Trey was complaining and saying that, you know, he's not going to continue going to the BBSs because he can't get anybody to go with him. And his dad said to him, you better continue to invite people because you've got to continue going until you can find people to go with you. So that's a problem we all have. You know, you want to get people to events, but they have all the excuses in the world. That they can't come, and you know, all the stories people have. So all I just want to say to you guys is I just saw here. So one of the things that I just really saw with their story is that they had moved very early, quite quickly in their business to a level that we call millennial team, and then they got stuck there, and then eventually they started working again, and then they went to president's team, and again they got very stuck at that level. And so the story that he shared without they really started doing lots of personal development and, you know, working on themselves and their own mindset a lot about changing their way of looking at the business, the activity, etc. And in 2018, they went to a training. And you guys must remember, for those of you that's been around for a while, that we had this fit couple that came along, and suddenly, you know, the most volume anybody ever did was like 50K. You know, this is President's Team times 5, and everybody was blown away with 50K, 60K was huge. And here this couple came and they did 100K, 150K, 220K, and this was just crazy, crazy numbers. And so they were just thinking, no, like if you look at Trey on the left there, he's this like little straight up guy. He said he can't start posting his body and all of that, you know, on social media and on Instagram. So but they opened his mindset that it's possible. It's possible in Herbalife that you can do bigger numbers. And they went to an event in 2018, and they just decided that they need to up their game. They needed to start changing their language. They needed to really start leading their team to success. So the biggest thing for me coming out of this is that I know that we are all capable of doing more than what we're currently doing. And they started changing their language from that 2,500 points, which is, you know, just active supervisor level, was not playing the game to win, but playing the game to survive. And that they're not going to be talking about that anymore. They're going to up their level to really start building a team that can do 10,000 points. Because at 10,000 points, you can start earning a fairly decent income. You know, you will be able to pay your bills. You will be building an organization. And they really they went with 6 people and decided that they as a team will up their game. And from 2018 till at this event, they had 218 people in their team doing 10K a month. And from the results of their focus, they've got a Chairman's Club downline couple, Hunter and Eden Wallace, that's qualified Chairman's Club in 4 years, 90K press team. They were in 2018, 10K. Listen, guys, we don't understand all these. Then, you know, come back to us and ask the questions. But it's really that many times press team, because President's Team is 10K. So they themselves grew from normal press team at 10K to 140K. We've got Jonas. Can you mute yourself, please? Is there anybody else that's not muted? Please, if you can just mute yourself, you know, in courtesy of everybody else. And then, but for me, the biggest thing, as I say, was their duplication that took place. This couple went Chairman's Club in 4 years, and of the top royalty in the whole of Herbalife, number 3 and 2 was also in their organization, or 2 and 1, you know, like in the top 3 was also part of their organization. And so what I'm just saying is they have got it right, that they could duplicate it into their team, that everybody's got the same language. They started having a promotion. America started that promotion. So for me, I was just, because I feel like I know the family, they're normal people like us. I know that they're using the DMO of nutrition clubs, but we've got our marathon DMO. We know how to look after our customers. We know what we need to do. It's just, are we willing to make the sacrifice to actually also up Okay. So in listening to the trainings, I think one of the things that stood out the most for me about them upping the whole concept of getting people to start working towards increasing their volume, increasing their business, is that they're looking at the rewards all the time. They're not looking at the sacrifice or the pain of it. So, and what we really I sat down with the team. We started putting a plan together so that how we can support those of you that are serious enough. And I must say, this is not for the faint-hearted. This is not for you that just want to earn a 2,000 or 3,000 rand extra. This is for everybody that's willing and seeing Herbalife as something that is a career for themselves. You know, if I look back at myself for the first year in the business, I didn't see Herbalife as a career. I saw it as a little side income that was just going to pay bills and maybe afford my products. I didn't see it as something that I really wanted to do passionately, but it was a decision. So the biggest thing I understood was that the marketing plan and the products for everybody is the same, and that you are the variant. It's your decision on what this company, how much of this slice of the cake do you actually want to have or use, so that you can also have financial freedom and that you can see the reward rather than the sacrifice of what it takes to actually be building it. So when we're looking at our 10K plan, I worked it out on 25% commission. A lot of people are already signed up. They are eating at 25%. I didn't want to work it out on full retail. So this is worked out on 25% if you are servicing customers at 25%. And it's a combination, obviously, of your own personal sales and that of your downline or some of your members in your organization. So what you will be earning is, if I work out everything on 25%, then it's around 30,000, but it will be less because you will have somebody at 35, will have some people at 42, and you might still have a few sales at full retail. So around 20 to 25 is, I think, a pretty accurate figure. So you need to go and look at your own business of what your average customer is eating. My customers are all buying shake, PDM, and tea minimum, because I believe they have to have the PDM to be full enough and to have a creamy shake that they love. So I would say 80% of my customers are buying shake tea. Some have aloe, quite a few have stamp, but I would say it's a good mix of that. So you need to go and look at, where do you currently stand? How many customers do you need to be doing 10,000 points? And it would be around 100 to 130 customers that would be buying monthly from you, okay, between you and your personal volume as well as from your downline. So now you need to go look at how many do you have at the moment, and then just see the picture for yourself in marathons, because it's not just your own activity, it's for you and also in organization. So if you have 3 teams that actually are doing, so you personally have 3 teams that do 2 laps, we do an average of 500 points per lap. And 500 points is worked out on just a shake and PDM. It's 512 points on 1 lap with shake and PDM. And mine is basically eating a little bit more. So that means I will be doing with 3 teams for myself around 3,000 points. And then if I have 3 members in my organization that have 2 teams each, that will be another 6,000 points. So I want you to actually see it for yourself, that it's completely possible if you just can get clarity. So if they are doing 6,000 points if you start working on your preferred customers. Because again, when I was looking at the trainings for preferred customers, what people were doing with preferred customers, if you currently have a certain amount of preferred customers, and again, some of your preferred customers will be part of your marathons and some not. So if I'm working out that say you have about 2,000 points coming from preferred customers or downline members, other members that's just like sitting there eating, doing their own thing, you have a further 2,000 points. 1,000 of those points might fall back under the marathons, but the other 1,000, so that at the end will give you 10,000 points, which will give you that income of around 30,000. And then if you just duplicate it to 2 people, if you just find one person in your team that's saying, I'm in this game to win and not just to survive. And it's really going to take time, guys. So if you just get 2 people in your team that says, I'm in, I want to do this, I'm serious, then you will be earning around 50,000. That means you're starting earning royalties, your retail, your wholesale, everything together. But it will take time. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's like for most of us, March was not a good month. April is a difficult month with all these public holidays and Easter and everything that's coming. So it's not going to happen this month. It's going to be a journey for you to build it up. But you have to just get to a point where you say, I'm in, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the blinkers on. You know, when we were just starting the business, I didn't sign up to do Herbalife to earn 2,000 Rand extra. I wanted to have the financial freedom. I wanted to be my own boss. I didn't want to open a salon every morning anymore. I wanted to work myself out of my job. So I'm not saying that, you know, maybe you just want to do this just to double your number at the moment. But everybody's at a different level, all of you that's on the call tonight. But I just wanted you to see, just to look, like Leon, Mark usually said, put my glasses on, just see a little bit of my vision. Oh, there's some lights going on. Oh, my word. Okay, I'm back on the air. So all I'm just saying to you is, I need to put this TV off. Sorry. Okay, so all I'm saying is I wanted you to just get a feel of what I see, and we are really as a team trying to put a good action plan together for you to support you to be able to work these numbers. Okay, so I wanted you to see it visually. So if you have 3 teams that do 2 laps in a month, now each team is doing, I've worked it out around 500 points. Your own taking a shake and a PDF. And so maybe your people are eating shake and tea, you can go and work it out. Maybe you need 4 teams. And then when we're looking at your downline team, each with 2 teams, each bringing 2,000 points. Obviously, they will be building up to 35% and soon become supervisors if they are doing this activity. So they will move out to be your supervisor organization. So it's very important for you to continue bringing in new blood, new assistant captains that's going to continue to build new teams in your organization. Okay, so this is bringing you around 9,000 points if you duplicate this. So again, it's for you to start thinking about who is having great results in your marathons. Who's your people that's doing great posting, that's, you know, participating, that's, you know, in the bonus points, etc., doing well. promoting them to become assistant captains, promoting them to start bringing friends and family, so that you continually are bringing new blood, new blood, new blood. And obviously, if this is duplicating into your organization, and some of your supervisor organization are starting to do the same thing, you will really start building an organization that's doing 10,000 points. And yes, as I said to you, it's going to take time. Maybe it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Maybe it takes you 6 months to build up. Is it worth it? Because that means some of your people are going to duplicate it as well. So again, looking at the preferred customer promotion, great ideas that they shared with us, that you really start upping your preferred customers to use the shampoos and to really use the promotions that the company is giving them, plus your personal promotion. So having maybe, if they do a certain amount of volume, you're going to gift them. And what I do with my PCs, I would say if you do 125 or 150 points this month, I will gift you cashback, a box of bars, a box of chips, and I will give them the money. They must add it to their cart, and I will refund them for that, to just make the logistics easy. Another thing that a lot of people are doing is, if you give me 3 referrals, I will give you a product. You know, maybe it's a shampoo or conditioner, something that they're not currently using, so that they start loving that product as well. And now they will start ordering that because they're already getting a discount. They're working up to 35%, and they're just loving it and eating it, eating. As I say, some of them will be part of your marathon, some not, because they just love the products. They want to just continue eating at a discount. And you will just, what I do with mine, I have them in a broadcast. I send them information every day. It's not all Herbalife. Some of it is just good information about healthy eating, maybe a recipe, why exercise, certain things. We really want to continue to add value to them. And then I also have a product of the month. Maybe now that we're going into winter, you talk about ProCore, you talk about the BioAccess, all of our different targeted products that these people don't know, because most of them really start on the stamp. And then obviously we also have your downline member promotions. At the moment, we have this one for 500 points. You will get a shampoo, conditioner, and again, getting our other, distributors that's starting to build a business and just, doing this very part-time, have got a goal to go for. Okay, so the biggest thing that I know everybody struggles with is your lead generation. Where am I going to find my 100 customers? Where am I going to find my 130 customers that's going to be eating the products? So what we really as a team use as an attraction method is, we've got Amarie's Fit Club. You can do, if you have a boot camp, if you have a running club, something that's not Herbalife, that you can attract people to want to get something for free that they want to have. We are launching an energy campaign where we really want to say, are you tired of being tired? Just something, again, that you can go to people to attract them to start talking to you. And then we have the marathons. We have the 10-day challenges. And this is where we're really giving service, that we know that is the DMO that we're using. We have pamper sessions, we have wellness mornings, we have tastings, you have shake parties. So you can decide what it is that you want to advertise, but you have to be advertising something. If you're not advertising, your doors aren't open, you are not busy building your business. So, and how are you promoting the above? How much activity, what we call IPA, are you actually doing? How much income productive activity are you doing at the moment? So we are busy putting some imaging together for our energy project that we want to help everybody with. So are you tired of being tired? Something that's just going to get people to start responding to you And I'm still getting my mind around, really getting that to be, something that people are going to really want to respond to. Because everybody's struggling with energy, everybody's tired, everybody's stressed. So we want to be focusing on that market and attracting people to start maybe just on a tea, or just on a tea and a multi-fiber, or just on a tea and aloe, so that we attract them to come for something maybe cheaper, but eventually we'll get them to a marathon. Eventually we'll introduce the other products. So it's just another way, like we do with the Fit Club, to come for free exercise, but we are talking about nutrition, we are talking about energy. And then obviously we have the marathons where we are sharing results is more important than to just advertise. And again, how are you going to be advertising these different things? So how are you going to be promoting? And again, when we're talking about the social media side of it, and, again, looking at all of these trainings and everybody that was talking on the trainings, is we just have to do social media. I have to just up my skills, and we will do a specific training that Amarie will do for us on just, again, helping everybody to get clear about what they want to do around social media, how to do it effectively. We're actually going to be doing, Karina, we're going to do like an active morning where we're going to actually get everybody to sit around the computers and actually physically do it. So we're going to do a workshop. Yeah, we're going to do a workshop with you guys, where we're going to be sitting with you. You're going to sit behind your computer, and we're going to help you to build your own page and your own group, so that, I'm not the one, I'm not the skilled one, yeah, but with the help of Karina and everybody else, and again, it's a mindset, it's a decision. I have to do certain amount of IPA, active income productive activity, first thing in the day. As I start my day, I have to first do that before I start following up and do everything else with existing customers and members. I have to first be creating new business and attracting new people to what you are doing. And again, people will leave your TV station if you're just going Herbalife, Herbalife, Herbalife. You want to give them value, and that is the important thing. So you want to have your own page where you post your, remember your story changes. There you can post lots of Herbalife stuff and drinking your tea and things like that. But again, it's no point in posting and then not going to look who's actually looking. Who's reacting? Who's sending me a little love? Who's giving me a thumbs up? And to start conversations with people that are actually liking it, not other Herbalife people, but people that is friends, people that could be a past customer, and just starting a conversation, not immediately going, say, I see you looking at my page. Just say, hi, I was thinking about you, how you doing? First life, then Herbalife. So every day, if as you are posting, you want to do 80% live and 20% Herbalife, and then what we call DM dive, where you see somebody that's been looking, or somebody that's been liking what you were posting, and starting a conversation with them. Befriending 3 new people a day. Again, if we just make it 3, 3, 3, everybody can do that. If you are full-time, maybe you can do more than 3, but just start by doing 3, and then having your own group that is in your niche. I've got healthy aging, positive mindset, because that's my age, longevity, living with energy, having a positive, looking after yourself as you are aging, where somebody else is a mommy group, or maybe you love cats, or maybe you're a car person, or you love painting, go join or start something that other people also have an interest in, and so where you can start attracting. But again, there you want to give value rather than just blabbing Herbalife. And then occasionally you're going to bring in your Herbalife value that you want to give people something that they're going to say. And then you will start posting the occasional, my next challenge is starting, maybe you're ready now, something like that. So I like what Anne-Marie's saying. She sometimes does a week of a subject, like maybe this week is snacking, next week is reading labels, understanding about labels. So you want to give people value. That's, as I say, that they want to be around because they don't want to miss out on the information and leave and say, oh, no, this is boring. They're just trying to shove Herbalife down my throat. And then again, when you have that group, is to invite 10 new people every day. Only a few will actually join. So it's important for you to consistently befriending new people and to then invite them to your group. And it will take time again. You want to build up to about 500 people there. I'm just on 100. But I'm very proud. I got more than 30 this last week because I decided. So it's a matter of a decision. It takes a few minutes every day, but it's just about becoming consistent, and people will start responding, and you will start having how can I say what is it an interaction that it will get its own personality, if I can call it that. And that's what you really want to try to do there. And then when it comes from there, it's about WhatsApp. I do a lot of my business, most of my business, I still get from WhatsApp. I'm still really not that great with Facebook and with social media, but I'm going to get better. I'm going to get more people. I have decided. So if you are very new to that, what does Jim Rohn say? You are not a tree. You're not stuck where you are. You can change. So I am going to change. I'm working on that. So most of my business still comes from my WhatsApp status, my broadcasts that I do to old customers, new customers, like where I also give value, lots of value. And occasionally I post my Herbalife stuff and also personal messages. Like when you say you've got something specific, you pick 10 people today and you're going to send them a personal message. And sometimes it's not even just how are you? I was thinking about you. Are you well? Just using the forming technique and just continuing to build relationships. And then talking to 3 people in your circle of influence, especially if you're now promoting something specific. Sorry, I just want to kill this candle. Sorry, guys. I'll put my will start burning the table there. And then talking to 3 people in direct contact. Where you are at the shops, just by the way, striking conversation, just be friendly. Wow, I love your top. That's beautiful material. Just being honest and to start a conversation. By the way, we're helping people with these 10-day challenges. Maybe somebody that could be interested. Just striking a conversation with people. And then once you are doing all of this work, it is very important to keep the numbers, to track it, to create groups of people that were interested or broadcasts, so that you don't lose all of that work that you were doing, that you are able to go back to people. Because sometimes people will say no 5 to 6 times, and for the 7th time they will say yes. So I have people that's been sitting for the last 2 years in my broadcast, and now they said yes after 2 years, just sitting, just getting the information. So you have to be patient. Some people have different times when they're ready. So now when you are following up, it's very important to know what you are going to be saying when you're following up. So if somebody is responding to the product, what are you going to be saying to them? Are you going to be doing a wellness evaluation? Are you going to jump right to the close? You don't want to do that. You want to first find out what is their need. Sorry, guys, smashing plate here. And what is their need find out where they're at. Do they want to lose weight? What is their body goals? And then once you know more of what they are looking for, wil jy nie gou kyk wat daar aangaan nie? Wat het nou gebreek? Then when you know their need, you can go to the answer. So what I do that works for me is I do a little bit of wellness evaluation, very simple. What are you eating for breakfast? What do you enjoy for lunch? Do you drink your water? Do you exercise? All of the health information. And then I go straight to the stamp. I say, this is my flagship. And this is how I help people to have amazing results, but let's see what your budget can afford. So I give the big picture and then I start taking away. Let's look at, you need the food, you need the protein. I love the PDM because it makes you feel fuller, you don't have constipation, you lose your centimeters fast, you feel amazing, you are full, you're not cheating on junk. And then I plug it into my 10-day marathon. This is where you eat with me for 10 days. I teach you everything. You just want to be around us, positive community. This is like a no-brainer. You're going to join us on the 10-day. So you find something that works for you when it comes to the business. Same thing. You find your flow, what you want to say. Again, forming your story, then relating the story to where they are at. They don't have time with their kids. Like me, I didn't have time with my kids. This is why I decided to do Herbalife. And then you take them to the Herbalife and just say, I know that you can do this. Why don't you just join a 10-day? Come and eat with us to 10 days. I will teach you all about how to work with customers. And then you can maybe just start with, funding your own program. And then later on, maybe like me, you can make this your main income. So let's just get you going. Why not start as a preferred customer? So again, you find your clothes that you feel comfortable with, but always have a bit of a sense of urgency. Oh, my challenge is starting next week. Why don't we get your program to you this week? And then adding them to a support group to keep customers and to teach members where they just go and duplicate it again. So again, this is just to see the flow a little bit more in a visual, that you decide what you're going to be doing, what it is that you're going to be inviting to, then having the conversation, taking them through the wellness evaluation, and then personalizing it, and then deciding customer, preferred customer, or distributor, which they want to go, and then, getting them into the support structure that's going to work for them. And I'm so grateful to Amarie and Karina that has put this beautiful worksheet together for us. IPA stands for Income Productive Activity. So we're going to be actually trying this and do this ourselves for a week. And then when you guys are ready, do you want to do the test program with us? We're really going to be working to keep ourselves accountable and also to be able to be tracking our business as we go along. All right, so the whole focus of the year is M&Ms, marathons and meetings. We've got great support meetings in Cape Town. We also have special seating for 7.5 and 10K. We're really starting to build on people thinking bigger and really having those rewards. And our celebration calls, guys, are an amazing recruiting tool. Just last week just before we did our recognition call, we did the celebration call just before, and our customers that were in there were so excited about the business after this call. So often you have a customer, you don't know how to show them the bigger picture, how to show them the business. Guys, these calls are really the place to get them to really see what's the possibility with our amazing business. And then we have this amazing promotion that the company just launched. If you up your volume from March by 1,000 points and you just start one new little team, you will be rewarded. So this is a great, great, great promotion as we are starting this whole focus. So I'm super excited. I know I'm going to be qualifying for this extra cash, and I want to know who else is going to be working for that. We're also working towards Leadership Development Weekend. We are throwing money at you if you are coming with us to Joburg for this event, because I promise you there is nothing like being at a live event where you have the energy, where you see people doing amazing things, and you just get to the point where you say, I get this now. This is where I'm going. And then obviously, if you're going to be going for the 10K, you will qualify for everything. You will qualify for the dinners. You will qualify to come with us to Spain. You will be in the vacation. You will be in this amazing promotion the company has just launched for members. I know one of the trainings is going to be at some special resort. The future tab team retreat, or the next level up is going to be at Sun City for 5 days. So there's so many promotions the company is throwing at you to just assist you. But the biggest thing is, if you're going to be going for this plan, you know, everything is actually possible, because you will be qualifying for everything. And I love this quote of Wayne Dyer: if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And sometimes you have to read this twice to get it, because sometimes you think this is too hard, too difficult, I don't think I can do it. But if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. So I'm going to stop the share now and stop the recording.